that began to emerge were actually former provinces of the Roman Empire. France, what was France? But Gaul. What was Belgium? Belgium, but Gaul, Belgica. That's what it was called. Belgic Gaul. What was Spain but Hispania? Spain at that time consisted of, well, this is later on down the line. Spain, Portugal was included in Spain. And then when Spain came up after Renaissance, made its Renaissance emergence, it consisted of four regions, or four kingdoms. It was Aragon, Castile, Navarre, and Portugal. And then eventually Portugal got its independence between 1100 and 1400. It's all the same kingdoms, and those kingdoms ended up doing what? Those provinces ended up becoming kingdoms themselves. Go ahead. So what are you at?
Verse 9.
Hold on. I want you to read verse. Yeah, go ahead and read verse 9. Go ahead.
Revelation 17 and verse 9. And here is the mind which have wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains.
No, this is not for all the Edomites that's going to be watching this on YouTube. It's not talking about Rome, the city of the 7 hills. Because that Rome is set on 7 hills. It's going to tell you the mountains are symbolic. It's another term that's used to say kingdoms. The 7 heads are 7 mountains, meaning there's 7 kingdoms on which the woman sitteth. Go ahead.
On which the woman sitteth. And there are 7 kings. 5 are fallen, and 1 is.
When it says 5 are fallen, from the period or the moment in which John was seeing his vision, 5 had fallen, 1 was, and 1 was yet to come. Go ahead. The one that was obviously the Roman Empire, because that's the empire that ruled when he got the vision. So when he said 1 is, he's talking about Rome. Go ahead.
And the hour is not yet come.
Continue.
And when he cometh, he must continue a short space.
Go ahead.
And the beast that was,
listen to this. And the beast that was, that meaning that it once existed, go ahead,
and is not,
had fallen, go ahead.
Even he is the 8th.
Even he is the 8th. Go ahead.
And is of the 7th.
Now which one is that? That's talking literally specifically about America. So let me break it down for you. Because when it comes down to it, you really only have 11 entities. When it says the 7 heads and 10 horns, the 7 heads are of the 10 horns. They're out of the 10 provinces, and this from John's vision, 7 of them had grown to be powerful. And then of those 7, 8 came. But when it all comes down to it, how many of them are there? 11. 10. 7 of them more prominent than the others, and then an 8 is coming. That's really 11. When you deal with Daniel chapter 7, it says it had 10 horns, and out of them came another horn. 11. When you deal with 2 Esdras chapter 12, you're going to see 11 also. It's talking about 11 empires that grew out of the Roman Empire, that grew out of the old Roman Empire, where 3 of them ended up being the heads. And the heads are talking about America, Britain, or Great Britain, and Russia. And the greatest of all 3 of those was the Britain. We're going to show you on the map. I'm perceiving myself. Okay, what verse was that? Verse 11? Okay, let's break away from that. Now let's go, because I'm sorry, I did say Revelation chapter 20. We got to get the 3rd example to prove it is saying what it is saying. Okay, chapter 20. And verse, I want you to read verses 1 through 3, 1, 2, and 3, and then you're going to jump down to verse 7, all right, and verse 8. You ready?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Revelation 20 and verse 1. And I saw an angel come down from heaven.
Now this is the same vision. John got 3 visions of it. John got one vision that was in 13, one vision that was in chapter 17, and his 3rd vision. And then Esdras got one vision that was saying the same thing as the 3 visions of John. Go ahead.
Verse 1 again. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit.
The bottomless pit meaning there was an event that took place in Europe where an angel did what? Continue.
And a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent.
Now remember, we found out that the dragon is a king. That old serpent, go ahead,
which is the devil.
It's talking about the Roman Empire, Esau. Esau, the so-called white man, was literally taken. Go ahead.
And Satan.
Go ahead. And these are all his names. Continue.
And bound him 1,000 years.
And this is approximately 325, 330, 325, during the time from Constantine to about 1325. 1325 AD. Is when the Edomites began to emerge, specifically with the Borgias of Spain and Italy. And though that they were literally the first European parish to fall to the Roman Catholic Church and to go into Edomite rule. Period. Once again, it said he set up, read it again.
Verse 3. No, verse 2.
Go ahead.
And he laid hold on the dragon.
In other words, this angel, this is literally talking about, this is a parable, a vision that was parabolic of the dynamic that was describing Rome's decline and downfall. I'm going to say it again. This is a vision that was parabolic of a dynamic that was called historically the decline and fall of the Roman Empire. And it began to intensify in 325, the 4th century BC, all the way to about 1325, I said BC, 325 AD, all the way to 1325 AD. That 1,000-year period, it was what Esau called the Dark Ages. Rome had fallen. Go ahead. You know, the Germanic tribes had invaded and took it over. Continue. Matter of fact, I'm sorry, Esdras, come over here and help me, brother. We got to go back and get this, all right? I got all of this up in here. Oh, can you get it from there? I can put it at this angle so you can get it from there. I just want to go right back to, it's a whole lot we got to go back to, too. Hold on. Mesopotamia, I'm going back too far back. Hold on. The Slavics, the Romans, hold on. No, this is still too, okay, take this big piece and come over. Yeah. Thank you. You got a lot more high. We're going to come back to that, right? Yep, you got to go a little bit farther back. We got to go back to the invasions, right? What does this say? Hold on. Expansion of the Roman Empire. Read them first. We got the rise and growth of Christianity. We get ready to get there. And then we got Roman world. You'll see it's going to say Germanic invasions. There you go. Migrations. Hold on. Let me see if I want to get one more. What does it say? Nope. This is it right here. When it says, and put them in a pit from the old Roman Empire, okay, you can have a seat. You got, I'm going to give you all of these names. You got the Saxons, the Angles, the Jews. You got the Burgundians. This was all German. You got the Vandals, the Goths, and it's showing you the trail that they took. Okay, the Lombards, Ostrogoths. They ended up having kingdoms. The Huns, what route the Huns took. You know, like Attila and them cats. You had, and they ended up setting up the Anglo-Saxons, all right, the Scots, the Visigoth kingdom. Now look at the Visigoth kingdom. The Visigoth kingdom, they took over the portion of the Roman Empire that was Spain. Now, and Esau was enslaved. The certain portion of let me put it like this, of